It
Hi,
says it's
Willie.
live.
Yes,
Hello.
we are live. Were you working?
I was. I went
Cool,
up to my
cool.
trees this afternoon checking
Did you?
traps.
Cool.
There was 8 deer up there in my shelter area. There
Wow.
was deer tracks in my shelter.
Cool. Um. Oh, there's people watching.
Hey,
Hi, people. Oh, I guess I should go to the comments
I say I
area.
got the notification that you're live, so
Well, that's cool. Um. Uh. uh there we go. Anyways, so tonight we are gonna talk about um hi, there's Janice. Yes, we are late. Sorry, Janice. So we are gonna be talking about food preservation because that's what Janice asked about last week. So I just thought we'd try to help her out. So Janice, what kind of questions you have? Oh, here. I guess I should do that. There we go. You see it now, Willie?
you betcha.
All right. And then Brenda also jumped on.
I
So,
also put a plug in for next week. If you guys have something you would like to talk about, think about it and put it in the comments. That way we can decide
yeah,
for next week. We like
there,
to be helpful.
there we go. I put the banner down. So, anyways, Janice talked a little bit last week about possibly storing like dry canning. So, I did a little more research on that. Um, I personally, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about dry canning yet because, like Willie said, food grade buckets that works. Yeah, she's interested. If anyone dry cans, do you, Willie, or your family?
No,
No.
I have stuff in buckets, but that's about all.
Yeah.
My mom used to do a bunch of wet canning, but we've been so busy the last few years, we haven't even done that.
So yeah, now I know that people have made bread and dry canned it. Um, and one very interesting thing that they did was zucchini bread. So they took the jars and they'd fill it like halfway full, um, and then they put the bread mix, zucchini bread mix, and I know you like making zucchini bread, so they just filled the jar half full, let it bake, and then they, while it was hot, they would put the hot lid and then the hot band on and then pull it out and let it seal itself. And then they ate it about a year later and it was still very good. So as far as like flour, I put mine in the freezer like for 24 hours. Um oh, there we go. Brenda wants to know what, but anyways, I put my flour in the freezer for a little over 24 hours. Usually I forget about it, so it might be even like 2 days, whatever. And then I put it in my bucket and it usually keeps the bugs down. So, okay. Willie, you want to answer that for Brenda? Brenda, what is dry canning?
Uh, Canning without liquid, dry canning is what I'm guessing. So I don't
Yeah.
really do it. So
So it's like um what do you call it?
pressure canning
It's
is what
it's like
I
in the
think.
oven. It's in the oven without any liquids, and so your jar gets hot, and then when you put the lid on, the seal will warm up a little or whatever, and then it will seal because of the heat from the jars itself. Yep. So that's what that is. It's an oven canning process. So like there's water bathing where you put it in a tub of, well, not a tub, a pot of boiling water, you know. So that's wet water bathing. And then there's canning.
Pressure canning, it
Yeah,
still has
pressure
water in
canning.
it.
Yeah. So there, and with pressure canning, there's cooked pressure canning, and then there's raw. So with meats. So it just changes the times a little bit for that pressure canning. But yeah. Oh, she uses half-gallon jars. That'd be good. I mean, honestly, I haven't found any reasons for myself to dry can in the oven because the food grade buckets are really airtight, you know. So
And throw a couple oxygen tabs or something in them, you know, it seals it really good.
yeah, yeah. Brenda has her thing on, and I can hear us lagging.
Brenda, turn it down. It's distracting Thack.
She just said, "Oops." But oh, okay.
I don't go through a whole lot of anything either. So we don't store flour because we don't use very much. So
Brenda and and I think that's why we do store some of our flour that way is because we don't use enough. But when I like, so I'm seasonal, you know, so like when it does go on sale, then I buy it in bulk, and that's why I store it in the food grade buckets. Buying in bulk is just cheaper because I am cheap because I'm not rich. I mean, we are on a tight budget, you know. So when
if we use
find,
5 pounds a year here at the house, it's amazing.
oh, well, we
We
do
don't use flour.
because we well, I bake our bread.
See, we go to the store and buy it. It's
Yeah,
cheap.
it is cheap, but you know what? I find it fun. Like we bake cookies, we bake
I don't have
everything
time.
from scratch instead of buying it. So
We do
yeah.
go through a bunch of flour at work, but we go through it quick enough in a short enough span that it's never been a concern. But I know when mom's making pies, I mean, she goes through 50, 100 pounds of flour pretty quick, but
Yeah.
we go through it fast enough. It's not an issue to preserve it. And when we need it, we just go buy the 25 or 50 pound bag and be done with it.
Yeah, I think, well, like I said, we are seasonal. So
I get
whenever
that.
we find a good deal, then we do it. We eat more like homemade bread and stuff in the winter, fall, winter when it's cooler. So I mean, summertime, yeah, we have sandwiches, but then, you know, not that often. Not that often. So we like things like focaccia bread, and that's pretty expensive in the stores. So I learned how to make that, and it's turned out pretty good. So that's so with dry canning, I just don't see it. I mean, the time that it takes and stuff. I don't know. How long do you dry can your flour in the oven, Janice?
I'd assume it'd have to be just a decent amount of time just to get everything warmed all the way through.
And does it not scorch
I
your
bet it's a
bread?
low temperature.
Yeah, it's low temperature. I know
I bet
that.
it's low temperature for a long period of time to get it warmed up.
Oh, I understand. So you're more storing it away for future use. So
That would probably
along,
make sense.
yeah. So along that line, you know, I do that too. Like for my salt, I'll store salt away. Okay, so she does it for at 170 for 1 hour. That is great. That's great. I just don't. one, I don't have room for jars, on shelves and all that stuff.
It does take up room.
Yeah. Where my buckets will stack in a
Hmm.
corner or something.
Well, and if your buckets fall over, they don't break.
Yeah. So I think that's why I do it the more, for me, economical, way, and less time consuming. So, but we've been canning quite a bit. I hope you guys come back tomorrow to the channel. We are canning in tomorrow's video. It's pretty interesting. I hope it's pretty interesting. So I think that's why this topic tonight really does help out with that.
There's always a lot of questions with the canning stuff.
Yeah. So we actually canned some ghee. I think if you guys follow me on Facebook, that's clarified butter. Huh?
And Instagram.
And Instagram, yes. I'm not as much on Instagram, but I do try to post some on there. But I should post more. But anyways, we did can some clarified butter, and someone gave us a ribbing for it because we were canning fat, and I was just like, oh, geez. How many of us remember that jar of bacon grease on our parents' counter, right? And that's not even canned. That's just sitting there, So Janice, I think Willie gave us some good ideas last week. What was that place with the firefighters?
Firehouse Subs.
Firehouse Subs. Okay.
But the problem with them is they smell like pickles.
Oh.
It's a pickle bucket. It's a 5-gallon pickle bucket, and I don't have one down here, but I've got a ton of them. My family makes fun of me for them. They order their pickles in 5-gallon buckets. It's a sandwich place like Subway, so you get a chunk of pickle with all of your order. Well, and they get done, they sell them for like $3 a bucket, which is really cheap for a food grade bucket with the lid. But then that money goes into their fund to help send the money to different fire departments in the area to buy different gear and stuff. So it's a good thing. It gives back to the community. And no offense, all of our firefighters are pretty well struggling to get through, because where I live, it's all volunteer firefighters. And they don't have the funding like some of the big towns. And so if they can help a little bit here and there, it's kind of a good thing.
Well, and then, if you don't want to spend that kind of money, you don't have to. I mean, $3 is actually pretty cheap. But if you're going to get 10, 20, whatever, it does add up.
It does add up.
Casey's has the half. I think it's 2 or 3
I've seen all kinds of different sizes depending on what you're getting from them and what they are. But make sure you get the lid with them.
Yep. So at Casey's, they have the icing buckets, so it doesn't have the smell. And yes, like Willie says, make sure you get the lids that go with them. I've run out, so I'm going to go down to my local Casey's and ask them again if I can have some more buckets. They usually are pretty good. Oh, you can't get them there in Fairfield, yeah. But I think there's a Casey's by you. There's a Casey's by everybody. I think.
I know the Walmart bakery. We've gotten some from them before. I think they charge you a little bit for them, a couple bucks. I mean, $1 or $2 a piece. They had a price at one time. I don't remember what it is. But the bakery there at Walmart's usually save buckets for people too. And you never know what's in them.
Yeah. So
that's where I've seen the different sizes and shapes. I've seen square buckets, round buckets, rectangles. It's a little bit of everything, but as long as it's a food grade bucket that food come in, it's safe.
Yeah. Well, hey, Cornfed. Sorry, we were not ignoring you. Welcome to the chat. We just got really deep into that because, you know, and actually, Cornfed, maybe you guys have some buckets where you work. I don't know. Let me throw that out there. Here, look at
Say
that.
if you ask any restaurant,
Right
they
there. Cornfed said Burger King throw their pickle buckets away. I would love it if you would ask your Burger King if I could have them. So not only do those buckets work for food preservation, we love using because we're inside the city and don't have a lot of space. We use them for gardening,
Yep.
especially if you don't like the smell of the pickle buckets. So we use that for gardening. That one year that we got our plants from Willie. That's what. Thank you so much, Cornfed. I will pick them up. Gives me a chance to go see you guys, anyways. But so Janice, I'm pretty sure if I get a bunch, I'll share with you guys too. So with everybody, it's just one of those things, Awesome. Thank you, Cornfed. So there's good ways of getting free stuff, or if you can afford the few dollars to buy them, Firehouse subs, yeah, help out some firefighting. What do you call it? Fire stations. Help
Yep.
some fire stations out. Hello, Unpaved Explorer. How are you? Thank you and welcome to the chat. We're just really diving into this because with the price of everything that goes up, we have actually started. So we haven't eaten it yet, but we pickled some eggs. Yeah.
I should.
So we did a dill and garlic, and then we did a dill garlic chili pepper. So it's been 1 week. I can't wait until we actually open up a jar and try it. And actually, today, one of my coworkers challenged me to do something for What the Food Friday video. It has to do with eggs.
Raw.
No. They want me to try the century egg.
Doesn't even sound appetizing.
It's black.
Just the thought of it,
Oh no, don't do that. Don't buy buckets from Orscheln's.
I know the ones that I've seen at Menards are typically way less than that. But
yeah.
The worst thing is the lid. The lids cost so much. The only problem with the ones I've seen from Menards is the lids don't have the O-ring unless you buy the screw-on lid, the expensive ones, and then they're freaking, the lid's almost $8 a piece.
Well, I finally seen those screw-on lids.
And they're awesome. I have several for my seeds. The ones that I have my seeds in at work. That way it's easy to get them on and off. Oh, they're freaking awesome.
I am definitely thinking of buying some because, with the arthritis and stuff like that, it's hard to lift those ones. Oh, my God.
We cheat. We've got the handle for opening the buckets for doing the honey. Because we store honey in food-grade buckets with the snap-on lids with the seal in between seasons. And so we've got the handle that actually pops them up. I have no idea how much it costs, but it's a lifesaver because part of the time you can't get your fingers in there to get it popped up.
Yep.
So
I just now saw they are costly, those screw-on ones. They are costly, but man,
it's handy. It's nice for something that you get in and out of on a regular basis.
Right. So, what else? So, do you pressure can at all?
I don't.
Because, Brenda and I do pressure can quite a bit.
So, Mom used to, but I don't have time. I've
Well,
always thought about it. I've always wanted to do it because Mom's got a sweet pickle recipe that was my great grandma's that you can't find pickles that taste like it. But I don't have time.
But pickles, most people water bath.
I have no idea. I all I know is it's got to sit on the counter for like a week in a crock. So
most people,
I have no idea. I don't know nothing about it. I know Mom used to do like tomato juice and all that stuff and chunk tomatoes and I mean just everything, but I don't have time.
So Janice, you just hit me in the heart here with that hamburger and chicken. So we just canned some taco meat from venison from our last year's venison, Willie. And let me tell you what, we made taco pizza with it, and it was amazing. And then
so we just put it in the freezer.
Huh?
When we cook more than we need, and then if we have extra, we'll just put it in a Ziploc bag and throw it in the freezer.
Well, we do too, but when the derecho hit, a lot of people here did not have power. So
I've been without power before too, and I just don't worry about it. It happens.
Yeah, but so that's why we decided, hey, let's think of an alternative way. But what I have a question for Janice is chicken. Does it not mush it since it's grainy? And Unpaved says storage is an issue in regards to food. Yes, storage. Yes, yep. Freezer is that. And we need shelving for candy. So we are pretty lucky. We inherited some shelving from people, so we got a little bit lucky there. But yes, it still takes up a lot of space, and the weight. That's what's scary for me.
The
weight, yeah.
And we don't have earthquakes, so that makes it a little better here.
Yeah, but I did do the putting something around so that if the house shook for a bad storm or something, it hopefully won't fall over. So, she does chicken chunks. I hope that's what she means.
Chuck, like chuck roast.
I don't know.
You'll
have to explain that to us, Janice. So Unpaved Explorer. I forgot where you're from. I think you're from the north also. Yeah. So what kind of food preservation do you go into since you're saying freezer is, freezer capacity is limited and you need shelvings and stuff? Oh, he lives in Cleveland, Ohio. So he's kind of climate same as us. The thing for me is dehydration works, but it doesn't last as long as freeze drying, but freeze drying is expensive. And I actually met someone that bought a freeze dryer.
I know somebody that has one too, and I want to buy one so bad for work, but I haven't talked myself into it.
But they said it takes days in a freeze dryer. So it uses a lot of electricity.
Depends on if you use a commercial one or not.
Yeah. Well, it was not a commercial because it was personal use. But
this was a personal use one, but they bought the biggest one they could get. So
okay. Yeah, it is expensive. And I mean, oh man. Yeah. Yes, she meant chicken chunks. I just feel like chicken, I don't know. I'm a little scared of doing chicken. I just feel like it's going to be mush.
Well, you could always do a couple of them and see. I mean, canned chicken noodle soup isn't gross. So you can taste it, and it's micro chunks.
True. I don't know.
And you can see the grain in it, but I mean, I know it has the other flavor, but.
So, the friend that has that freeze dryer said that if she was younger and had bought that, it would have paid for itself. But at her age, it's not paying for itself.
Depends on how you're utilizing it, I guess, probably.
Yeah. Because they do the canning and they do the other stuff too, So I guess it's more hassle than what they thought.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like a good idea,
I'd like to play with one. I wish I could play with one for a month or something and see what all you can do with it before you commit, but you got to buy it to do it. And
Yeah.
was it a good deal or not? I don't know. My thought is a thermal scope or a freeze dryer and a thermal scope's edging it out right now, and they're about the same price. So,
I did not know that part. That if you, it takes less time, huh? Okay, so he says he's single and he finds a freezer is his best option for food preservation. I get that. Yeah.
We've just got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
We've got three great big ones at work, and we've got a small upright and two small chest ones here. So the one's full of raccoons right now. So
are you gonna try and cook the raccoon meat?
No,
just tan the hides.
we're gonna skin them. They're Nora's raccoons, so we gotta get them skinned. I ran out of time and it was warm the other day, and so we cleaned the freezer out and just started filling it full of raccoons, and it was easier. And we'll thaw them and skin them. I got to work on the garage and get a space cleaned out to work on them, but hopefully we'll get them done soon. Hey, the way the weather looks, I might have to wait till spring to do them now. So
I know, like winter hit us fast and hard all of a sudden,
I like the snow. I went out looking for stuff to shoot at. So yeah, we saw a pheasant last night setting traps. So
that sounds good. You know what? I'm just gonna have to do it. Okay.
Just go buy some chicken breast and try like one jar.
Yeah.
Because then you're not a big commitment into it. And then you'll know if you like it or not.
True. Now, do you add the juices? Do you add broth into your chicken, or do you dry pressure cook? Because like fish, I dry pressure cook. I don't add any juices. Fish is so oily that tons of oil just come out, and I don't have to worry about adding any liquid. And
you don't add oil or mustard like they do in sardines?
No, I don't. I do not. We just add some garlic, onion, and a little bit of salt. That's it. And it turns out perfect. Because that way, when I'm going to make a, lack of better words, tuna salad, right? Then it's already ready. So
all you gotta do is mush it up more or less and you're done.
Right. Yeah. So
that would require me to go fishing to be able to preserve fish.
We did it with trout, and let me tell you, awesome. Trout has
always
so
wanted
much
to
fat.
just put them in salt in a bucket.
Huh?
Salt them in a bucket.
The trout?
Fish.
All fish.
Anything.
I don't know. We don't eat a lot of salt, though. That's the problem. And I don't want salty fish.
Wash it.
Absolutely. That fermenting, I love. So, here's the funny thing. Okay. Sauerkraut. I did not know people just use a little bit of salt, sugar, and vinegar, and then they water bath it, and there's their sauerkraut. I never knew that. I have always fermented my sauerkraut. For like 2 weeks, I'll ferment it and stuff. So that's why I'm like, there's an easy way? How come I never knew about this easy way? Pickling cabbage. That's basically what they did and call it sauerkraut. Pickling cabbage. And I was like, what? So, yeah. But I love my fermented sauerkraut. And Brenda doesn't eat sauerkraut unless it is my fermented sauerkraut. So that makes me happy.
Not a fan.
Oh, she does use hot water and a bouillon cube. I'm going to have to try it. But you know what? I don't want to do it with store-bought chicken. I want to do it with chicken, like wild chicken or something. Not wild.
Wild chicken?
You
So
know
like a
what I mean?
pigeon?
Farm chicken. You know,
I'm
like if
sure we
they
can
got
find
more
some
chickens for
pigeons out
Bill,
somewhere.
huh?
We can find some pigeons out somewhere.
Well, pigeon is year round, and I haven't gotten one yet this year.
I haven't either. I
Yeah.
almost got a pheasant.
Oh,
I saw
man.
feathers fall.
I really want to get a few. My mom keeps asking for pigeons, so I really want to get her a few pigeons. I might just have to go to an auction and buy some pigeons.
I do know a family friend that has pigeons, but she
Really?
won't she won't sell them because they're pets. But
Uh, oh, so 100 years. So unpaved before you came. Someone
Nora,
did challenge
could
me
you
to eat
please
a
stop that?
century-old egg, so I might look for a century-old egg and eat one. So, oh, Beth taught her how to do the chicken. That's awesome. Beth is Bill's sister, and she's an awesome lady. That's cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. Oh, Andrew Zimmer. Yeah, we like him. Yep. We used to watch him all the time. But anyways, what else? So, Willie, since you guys own that greenhouse, what do you guys do like with certain vegetables that you can't sell? Do you guys preserve them?
No, I either sell them or we put them in the chicken pen or cows.
Oh,
That
okay.
I mean, we we used to have pigs, but it's hard to get a locker date for pigs now, and so we used to just always feed all the scraps to them. But I just usually throw them in a compost pile mostly,
Mm.
or in the chicken coop, depending on what it is.
If you guys don't know, that was little Nora, by the
Yeah, she
way.
brought me one of the cats.
Oh, okay.
I got Poppy here with me, sitting on my lap. If you listen, he's purring really loud.
Nope, couldn't hear it.
I tried. It's all I hear.
So, Janice, you have any more questions? Anybody got any more comments on that? Oh, oh, that was you. I'm like, whoa.
That was me. I was moving it. It got bumped.
So I think because Brenda and I are going to try urban gardening, I think that is going to be the topic for next week. So I think we'll see. I don't know for sure yet. We'll see. Let's just put it that way. We'll see.
I know a lot about gardening. I don't have to do much research on it.
So, Unpaved Explorer. I do have a video on that. I did do a video. Yep. What? I did do a video on me eating the balloon eggs. I ate two. I ate one that was a duck and one that was a chicken. So, yeah. It was actually, well, in our country, it's a delicacy. We actually have parties where people come around and eat that. So, yeah. I think next spring we are gonna try. Well, we're gonna try. Oh, there we go. Hello, Trevor. How are you? This is Trevor Fillmore. Last week he did a video on bottling deer meat. Awesome. Um, we were gifted a deer, and then we did some venison stew. We did, like I said, chili and taco meat. It's all turned out really well. I'm very interested in how our eggs are going to turn out. I'm thinking since we didn't have fresh dill, it may not be as good as we want, but hey, we're gonna try it. Yep. Well, an egg is all protein too.
Egg is good protein
Yeah,
in
eggs
general.
are good protein. I just like it. It tastes different. It just really does. A blue egg does taste very different, and I really like the texture. So, yeah.
I'll
The
go with
yolk,
out.
the yolk isn't all dried out like an egg yolk is. It's more, I don't know. It's not dried out. Uh, but the egg white is so hard and rubbery. I won't eat that part.
See, wasteful. You should have just ate it when it was good and before the embryo grew in it, and it would have been fine.
Bottled moose, but deer will do the trick this year. Oh, okay. I've eaten moose, but that as a gift, but I've never shot a moose. We don't
But I
have
have moose
moose.
close to me.
We don't have moose in Iowa, so he's
We do, but the zoo might get mad at us.
yeah, yeah. Anyways, what is potted meat? What is potted meat? Is that just canned meat? Is that potted meat?
I've heard of it, but I wasn't ever sure what it was.
Oh, I'll look it up. Potted meat. So that way I can answer that. Potted meat is, oh, yes. So it is basically meat chunks that have been canned. Yes. Not Spam, but it's just meat in a can. I have eaten it. Yep. That armor potted, that one. See it? There. There you go.
Like Vienna sausages.
Yeah. I do not like Vienna sausage though.
I don't like it. I don't really care for Spam.
Yeah. I love Spam. And I love
Jack
pate.
does.
I do like pate, but I don't like Vienna sausage. Maybe if I ground it up into pate, I would like Vienna sausage. But for some reason, I don't like Vienna sausage. So,
One year for 4-H, Jack got a tour of the plant, and I think it's in Minnesota. And so they give them all the little packages of them. I think Jack ate half of them.
Oh, wow.
Because nobody else wanted theirs, so he took them all home.
Okay, so it's originally chicken or pork scraps that preserved in fat. Like a hot dog.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
I hate them too.
I love hot dogs. I love hot dogs with chili cheese dog.
We had some of them at the orchard. We sold a bunch of them, but no, I eat them, but I do not like them. I don't know. They're gross.
There, Bill has tried potted meat. It has a lot of salt, though. I don't know. I wish we had moose.
I'd hunt one.
Willie and I would go out and hunt more if there was moose in Iowa. Actually, we hunt a bit already, so yeah.
I wish we had wild hogs. I wish we had wild hogs closer.
Yeah, that would be.
And it wasn't a small portion to go hunt something that they want to get rid of.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, canned deer does taste like roast beef. It really does. So we had a potluck at work, and so I said I'll bring barbecue beef. So I just took my canned deer meat and dried it out a little bit, warmed it up, and then added barbecue sauce. Everybody was like, This is good. Now that I hope none of my coworkers actually watch this later. But yeah, they you know what? It's always in their head. What is it? You know what I mean? Like the minute you tell them it's something, then they're like, oh, you know.
I remember when my parents went on a backpacking trip for Boy Scouts, and the one kid was just beside himself. He would not eat deer. Deer is disgusting. It just is not good. But he sure loved that sausage that mom and dad had. They didn't tell him till they went back home that it was deer summer sausage, not beef sausage. But it was the best ever. But he can tell deer it's just not good.
Yeah, yeah.
And as long as he was okay with not knowing, it was fine. But as soon as he knew, then he wouldn't eat anymore.
Yeah, we used to do that. I used to work at Midway Arms, and we had a budget, and we were supposed to make a Thanksgiving meal. And I said to my friend James, I said, "What are we going to serve?" He goes, "Well, we could do barbecue beef." And I said, "Beef is expensive." He goes, "I have a few coons in the freezer." I'm like, "No, we cannot serve these people barbecue coon." He says, "They'll never know." So he cooked it up, and we put the sauce on it. People were having barbecue beef sandwiches left and right. You know what I mean? And then he stood up and he goes, "Thack." I said, "Oh my God, what?" He goes, "I've never seen so many white folk eat coon before." And they all thought he was joking until one just looked at him like, he's not joking. Oh man, you never see so many people run to the bathroom like they're gonna go throw this up. They already ate 2 sandwiches.
I get it.
Oh.
If I was dying of starvation, I'd eat a lot more stuff than I do now, just because. But I don't know. I've got a freezer full of beef and another one going to the locker in another month, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I like Janice's idea of preserving food because you just never know when the availability is out there.
Like eggs at the grocery store right now.
Huh?
Like eggs at the grocery store right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So a couple of them around here, I've seen pictures of there's no eggs in the store because the commercial flocks got hit by the bird flu.
And if there are eggs, it's expensive.
If anybody needs eggs, let me know.
Yeah. Hello.
I've got I probably have 18 packs in the fridge right now at work.
Cool.
So if anybody wants eggs, hit me up.
All right.
I will not ship.
Got to go pick them up.
But yeah, we got eggs.
I mean, yeah, the stores right now. Oh, that's good. Oh,
Janice has some chickens to get rid of.
I'll take them.
I have never had that one. Now I've eaten beaver like just grilled, but no, never had it like that.
Several of the trapping pages I'm on say it's one of the best things to eat.
I love beaver.
You would say that.
Oh, I should read that out loud. We have a golf course cleanup day here once a spring. A cousin and I barbecue one time, cooked bear. Everyone thought we were cooking moose just because they know us, surprised them, they liked it. That's cool. There you go. There you go. Beaver steaks are delicious. Yes.
I think here in the next couple of days, we're going to set a couple traps for beaver.
Cool. I'm still waiting. Well, welcome, Industrial Homestead. Anything is good with enough barbecue sauce. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Janice, you still have 2 roosters. Well, darn it. I was hoping to get them at the camp out. But it's okay. Let's see. I am. There we are. There we go. But Industrial Homestead. I don't know. They said your 48 dozen would only feed Bill and Tim. Bill agrees. But anyways, what did we say? Next week we're gonna do urban gardening. You're gonna help me with that because, yeah.
I know a little bit about gardening. I've done it once or twice.
Yep. So, industrial homes. Oh, wow. Made squirrel jerky last year. Used Mandarin orange jerky seasoning. Took a bunch of squirrels, but it was quite delicious. It took probably a lot more squirrels than I have ever shot.
I've been watching for him now that it snowed, and I haven't seen any tracks at all.
Since I have started hunting, I have maybe 5 or 6 squirrels in my whole time. Yeah. So
I got goose jerky. It was good.
yeah. Corn-fed can't keep houseplants alive.
I can do that.
Well, Unpaved Explorer, no, I have not had plain old Chuck's beef stew. He did, however, fillet some bass for me and a catfish, and he's cooked some other stuff, but I have not had his beef stew yet. Yeah. He came actually to Iowa for my birthday, and we did a hog, part of a hog. We did a turkey. Corn-fed was there.
I was at work.
Bill and Janice were there. Yeah, quite a few people were there. But nope, he has not. He has not made beef stew for me yet. I'm going to have to ask him where my beef stew is. How's that? Yes, plain old Chuck is awesome. He and I have been friends for a long time now. So, yeah, love the guy. I actually have met him when we went to Ohio in 2018. Yeah. So how long ago is that? 5 years? 4 years? 5 years? Something like that. I don't know. Math is hard. So, any other questions about preserving food? Maybe I should do a live tutorial on how to make fermented sauerkraut. I don't know. But no, and then you would have to talk the whole time while I'm doing that.
Sure.
And here's Thack cutting the cabbage.
And there goes her finger. Oops.
So yes, both Willie and I butcher almost everything ourselves. Well, he does take some stuff to the locker when it's for his family.
Yes.
But most of everything we hunt, we butcher ourselves.
I've cut up several deer.
Yes.
I've helped do a couple cows.
Yep.
I've yet to do a pig, but I'm not out or not saying I won't. But
so during 2020, when they weren't able to get rid of all their hogs, we went and got 2 hogs, drove it through our city, and into my garage, and we fired up the lawnmower and stuff so that people wouldn't hear us butchering pigs. But yes, we did it right in our garage. 300 pounds of pig. Yeah, that was an awesome day. Awesome. That was a lot of meat. Yeah.
I did like a 1,200-pound cow.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, we do a lot of butchering for ourselves. We do a lot of. We're pretty self-sufficient, wouldn't you say?
I would think so.
Yeah. I am in Iowa, Des Moines. You are in.
I'm in Southwest.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
I am in Des Moines. Yes, pigs used to be really cheap. Now you can't find them that cheap anymore unless you're raising them yourself.
Well, and even just to buy the feeder pigs have gotten pretty high.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've seen a couple of them on Facebook. They're between $50 and $100 for little piglets.
Oh, Industrial Homestead is in Northeast Iowa.
I was just there this week.
I got to put
in
my
Cedar
bears
Rapids.
in. Oh, I was just there for my birthday last month. Yeah. Decorah area.
That's a neat area up in there.
Yeah. We went there for my birthday. We went hiking and camping and stuff for my birthday up there. So very awesome industrial homestead. In my bio somewhere is my email. If you would like to ever get together and do a collaboration on something, let me know. Other than that, Willie, we got 5 minutes left. Oh. Piglets are expensive. And he is in the Holy Cross Dubuque area. Well, heck, Industrial, you're not that far from me. I'm halfway from Willie to you.
I'm like the opposite corner.
Yeah, opposite corner. Yep.
I'm down. My work is like 42 miles from Council Bluffs, so I'm almost the other end of the state.
There is my email if you ever want to ever meet up. Hey, there, yeah, Bill is in Southeast Iowa. You're in Northeast Iowa. Look at us, all us Iowans, and then
we have more Iowans on tonight than anything.
Yeah, Corn-Fed Experience is just down the street, not too far. Well, across town a little bit, but yeah, we're all pretty close. So we have 4 minutes left, folks. If you see the ticker in the bottom there, if you guys have a subject you guys would like us to talk about next week, today we dedicate this chat to Janice Butner because she wanted to know about preserving food. I think we had a great talk. Willie had great ideas for where she could get buckets and stuff like that. So, yeah, it has been a great chat on that. So we do appreciate each and every single one of you coming in and chatting with us. We will be back every Tuesday at 6:30 Central Time, Iowa time. So, we hope to see all of you guys each week. So, everybody started to say something. Here we go. The price of diesel went crazy here 2 weekends ago from $3.06 a liter. That's $11.60. Whoa!
Holy buckets!
Holy buckets! $11.60 a gallon. You're in Canada. Holy cow! So, hey, Industrial would like for us to talk about winter survival preps. We know a few preppers around, so maybe we can grab some people and yeah, let's have a talk about that. Industrial, if you would like to be on the panel, I put my email there. If you email me, I can email you the link to be on the chat if you would like to be on the chat next week while we talk about winter survival preps. How does that sound, Willie?
I don't care. Sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a great chat. Hey, thank you guys.
Hey, do you want to do it next week or do you want to do it the week after? Or do you care about your gardening thing?
Oh, my gardening thing can wait. We'll do these winter.
Whatever you want to do. I could talk on about everything. I feel like so.
We always ask our guests if they,
That's
what
no
they would
problem.
like to talk about, and so he would like to talk about winter survival preps. I think that is a great topic. It kind of follows this topic a little bit, our food preparations, and now we're going into winter survival preps. Folks, in the description box of this chat, I finally learned how to put Willie's channel in the description box.
It's just Steve Brooks.
So I hope you guys do check it out. I hope you guys.
I should probably make a video of some sorts here soon, but.
Oh, sorry. I started to get a tickle. So, folks, we want to thank you guys all very much. Have a good night. God bless you all. Until next time, may all your adventures be a-okay. There we go. We did it.